Hello folks, Ariel over here this morning with a little duck update. This is our morning routine of letting them out of the pen and off they go for their adventuring for the day. Now, one of their favorite things to do, of course, is play in the water. But unfortunately, for the vast majority of this summer, the creek has been dry. Not just our creek, but many, many creeks and rivers in the whole area. Lakes and reservoirs are, like 11% of full. We've had an extreme drought. There's our dry creek bed. So for a lot of the year, they could not do that. So they spent a lot of time pecking around the grass. They've got a 50-gallon little, pond that I change the water out for them in regularly. And they're okay with that, but they really, really did like the creek. So they spend plenty of time, pecking around and eating grass, hunting down bugs, napping in the shade under the trees, all of those things. Just the other day, we got rain. 3 inches of rain across 3 days. Now that may not sound like a lot to some of you guys, but that's pretty much our whole annual rainfall normally. We usually get about an inch per month in the summer. We had whole months this summer with none, and so 3 inches coming down in 3 days brought water levels up everywhere as it snowed on the mountains, melted down in, and so on. And so the ducks were able to get back in the flowing water, and they are, as you can probably tell, just ecstatic about it. Now, I'm still trying to determine if I have male or female ducks. I believe that the little curled tail feathers that you can see now on 4 of the 5 mean that I have at least 4 males, and 2 of those just curled recently, so the 5th one may curl as well, so maybe I have 5 males, I'm not sure. One of the reasons I kind of have to figure that out is because if I actually have 4 males and 1 female, from what I read, once they decide it's time for mating season, that ratio will probably end up with the males, the drakes, killing the hen. Because they're so aggressive, and you need a lot more females than males, and 4-to-1 boys to girls would be no good. So I kind of have to figure out here in the near future, hopefully, which is which. If they're all boys, obviously we're not going to get any eggs from them, which would be sad. I guess that would mean the coon killed all the girls out of the original 15. If there's 4 boys and 1 girl, I kind of have to decide what I'm going to do about that because I don't want them to end up killing her. So we're going to have to, hopefully in the near future here, figure out what we actually have so we can figure out what to keep around so nobody gets, tortured to death by each other. But for now, they're still all happily living, and playing together. They are always together in one big clump. They pretty much just ignore the chickens unless the chickens walk right through the middle of them. They just like to do their own thing. And they are very, very happy playing in the water. And I think they've just grown to have just beautiful colors. Toward evening, they usually go hopping out on the bank, head over toward their duck yard area. Though there's some in and out, if one doesn't come out, then the rest go back in and try to convince that one to come with them, because they do go pretty much everywhere as a group. If one gets behind like this, it's a giant panic until it catches up with everybody else, so they're back to a group. And then they come in and they get their little freeze-dried worm snack as their bedtime treat. They come in and just love that, and they would be happy to stay outside all night, but I know they would not survive, not with our big coon still trying to hunt them. So they're inside every night and back out during the day. So that's a little update on what the ducks are doing these days as we head into winter. Over here at Fineth. Thank you so much for watching these videos and spending some of your very valuable time choosing to do that. We hope you found something that was useful, educational, helpful, maybe save someone else some time and trouble, or just something just plain beautiful. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe and hit the bell. And thanks for coming along on our journey as we build a new little homestead with our tiny house and everything to come.